Welcome back to Rattling Bones Club. This is part 2 of my video looking at my shift working as a venue in-house sound engineer this weekend. If you've not seen part 1 yet, I'll leave it linked up here somewhere and in the description down below. But in that video, I kind of show you what I packed in my bag, all the equipment and gear that I took with me, and me working as a monitor engineer in the main room, which is like a 800 cap room in that venue. And then in this video, I'll show you my role working as front of house and monitors from front of house in the smaller room of that venue, which is like 150 cap. So let's take a look at that. So this shift starts with me having to pack away all this DJ equipment from the stage. This venue is a nightclub for like 4 or 5 nights of the week, and the DJs do mix from on stage, so they leave this stuff set up. When I arrive, I have to pack it down carefully, and then at the end of shift, I have to make sure it all goes back the way it was and make sure that the mixers and everything are working. And then once this is down, get rid of this table, and then this just slots into a hole at the back of the stage there and locks in place. Legs live up in the cupboard, drum rug back, and now we need to go get some monitors from next door because we share the wedges between the main room and the smaller room, and I left them in the main room last night after the show. So I've got this little wheelie board to take the wedges through because they are pretty heavy. So grab the wedges from the stage and then take them through to the small room. We need 4 wedges all together across the front. So we have a single either side and then a pair of wedges in the middle for the lead singer. So take these through into the small room and get them up onto the stage. Now these are on stage, we have a single pair, then a single, patch these in, and then we're good to go. So here we have a little 12-way sub box that runs 12 XLR lines from next to the drum kit up to the main stage box in this hatch here. These are the 12 returns, and then we also have this 4-way XLR loom, and this runs down the side of the hatch across to the front of the stage. This gives us 4 XLR lines for vocals along the front, and then we can just patch these to wherever's needed on the stage box. So here's the venue's sound console. It's a Avid ST48. Let's take this go rough, and there it is. Cool, let's go snare drum then. You want a bit of that in the wedges, yeah?
Yes, please.
Try that. Do you want to carry on playing that guitar for me?
Yeah.
Do you want some of that in your wedge?
Yeah, please, buddy.
Try that.
A bit lower.
Well,
Bit.
try your vocal.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. 1 2. Check. Check. Ooh, ow. Check 1 2. Check 1 2 3 4 9 7 4 8 2 3.9. Yes. Check. Check 1 2.
Your wedge, try that.
Check 1 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Try your vocal.
1 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Low. Hey. Hey.
A little bit of that in your wedge for you as well.
Thank you. 1, 2, 1, 2. Thank you, yeah.
1, 2, 1, 2, hey. 1, 2, 1, 2, hey. 1, 2, 1, 2, hey. Hey, hey. 1, 2, 1, 2, hey. 1, 2, hey.
Let's do wedges. Let's start with the drummer. Do you use anything in the wedge at all? No, all good? Cool. So, bass player.
That was pretty perfect.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, hey. 1, 2.
Let's quickly try another song. So yeah, that's about all I filmed this shift working at the venue. Hope it gave you a little bit of an insight into what it's like working as a venue sound engineer for a venue this sort of size. It was quite a long day. I mixed 4 bands in total. None of the bands had their own engineer, it was just me mixing everyone. We were a little bit behind in the day as well, so we only ended up sound checking the headline band, and then we went straight to the opening band, sound checked them just before doors. So it was a little bit tight, and it meant that I had to do the monitor sends for the 2 support bands in the middle in the 15-minute changeover between bands, but we got it done. All the bands seemed pretty happy. When we're doing stuff like that, it just means that when they first start playing their set, I've just got to keep my eyes on the band members on stage, look for any signals of like guitar up, bass down, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, it seemed like a good show in the end. I think all the bands were happy, so yeah, it's a good show. And yeah, if you've made it this far into the video, let's go with another comment down below, because it always helps with that interaction with YouTube. So let's go with Mons from FOH, and then that little emoji of someone throwing up. That's a good one, I think. So if you made it this far in the video, comment that below, give the video a like, subscribe, check out the Instagram, all that stuff, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.